Hello everybody, welcome back to the P2 London Ally Better Together series. Today, we're here at Bristol Motor Speedway for 125 laps of racing at the last Great Coliseum. Stage 1 ends on lap 30, Stage 2 will end on lap 70. Cullen Francis on the pole today as we're about to go green flag racing here at Bristol Motor Speedway. A short track test for the first time this season, if you don't count the clash, by the way, at North Wilkesboro. The Cullen Francis 7 in front right now, early on at Bristol. Here comes UZXL, though, going for second place already. Look at that run he got on that bottom lane. Able to get by the one of Rich Roy. Francis trying to put a block on the 5 car. He knows he was coming in hot. Now the 1 car is trying to make a battle for second. He's trying to get back second place. 22 standing right behind him. Lautaro standing behind him. Oh, 5 slides in. Another big slide. Trying to block. But Lautaro is going to get by the 5 anyway. 5 car gets in front. Trying to go on the high side. Trying to clear the 22. He's got to run on the outside. Had to run on the outside for a bit, but the 22's trying to clear him. JP's trying to clear UZ. And here he goes. Oh, little contact with him and Cullen Francis. Gonna go for the lead now. Here comes Lautaro trying to get the lead from the 7 car. Wild racing early on at Bristol, and this is what the track is known for. A lot of beat and banging here already early on. They know a win is crucial here to make the playoffs. They know that only 12 winners will advance. Maybe 13 if the in-season tournament winner has at least 1 victory. But 12 or 13 will make it as winners in the playoffs this season. So every win counts. And more than 1 win is a guaranteed lock now. Just 1 win is not enough anymore. And Lautaro knows that 1 win isn't enough anymore. He needs another one. He might need another one to get into the playoffs. There's JP, just cleared the 7. And now he's going to try to win for the 2nd time this season. And Clint Buchanan behind him in 3rd place. And there's Priya McShane. As the Penske teammates, right now Penske's off to a good solid start. They've had a solid start in all season long, and now the 2 car trying to get by the 3. They nearly made contact there. Priya McShane trying to clear the 3. Allison Rain in the top 5. And Rain was a winner at Bristol, by the way, a couple seasons back. Francis, though, a couple wins have come on short tracks in his career. Former champion. Now Lautaro, JP is trying to get himself into championship contention with another win today. Here comes McShane. Teammates are going to battle for the lead. Between JP Lautaro, Priya McShane, it's a battle of teammates. This will be a lot of fun. It's going to be between the 2 Penske teammates. McShane's got the edge just by a little bit. Can he clear the 22? And he's going to clear. He's going to clear. McShane is the new leader. Rain trying to get a run on Priya McShane. Gets a big run on the bottom. Can Rain complete the pass? Rain with another big run. Down below. Trying to clear the 2. 48 trying to get a run on the 2. 2 gets to fight back on the outside. But the 48 clears the 2. And what a way to start this race. Excitement already at Bristol. But Lautaro is going to try to take the lead back. Here he comes. Lautaro, and 48 got loose. Nearly into the wall. 22 trying to clear the 48. 48 somehow fighting back. Very close racing going on here at Bristol. And now the 22 clears. Gets into the lead again. Samet Oskan is going to third. Here comes the 11, Samet Oskan to third place he goes. He's got third position. And now the top 5 with Colin Francis, Clint Buchanan. And look at Isaiah Bernesh. Look at the 8 car running on the bottom lanes, trying to get another spot in. And now the 48 still leads. 48's on the bumper, the 22. 8 car in front. 8 car trying to get inside the top 3. Less than 10 laps to go in stage 1. Just the beginning of just action-packed racing at the Great Coliseum at Bristol. Guys are running fast, beating and banging. That's what Bristol's all about here. Here comes the 8. And we have a caution and big crash behind them. There's a wreck behind them. It's the first time we've had a caution today. The race to the line, Lautaro is going to lead us to the caution. We'll have to take a look at what brought out the big yellow flag. Alright, so this is what brought out the first caution of the race. The 6 of Michel Anderson got hit from behind by the 71 of Ronald Marvila. 6 tried to save it but gets into the fence and then right into the 71. And Ebrahimian and Rich Roy were caught up in it as well. So was the 16 of Igor Barreto. 6 car went up into the wall a little bit for a moment. And that's what caused the pile up into turn 1 and brought out our first caution brought on by a wreck today at Bristol. It might not be the last time we see wreckage here at this track. But we're about to get back to the restart, and there might be only a handful of laps to go before the end of stage 1. We'll have to check. We'll have to wait and see. But there's our first caution of the race. Alrighty, guys, we're gonna be back to green flag racing soon, and JP Lautaro will lead us back to the green. There'll only be 2 laps of green flag racing to run at most, unless if a caution comes out while they're running just 1 lap into it, because stage 1 is going to end in just 2 laps, so almost like an overtime attempt, but just to end the first stage. So here we go. Green about to come out again with 2 to go in stage 1 at Bristol. Solid start for the 22. Gonna run another 2 laps and then the stage break caution will occur. Lautaro is still hanging on to the lead. Rain looks like she might be saving it up for later in the race, and they'll race back to the line. And looks like Lautaro is going to win stage 1. So JP Lautaro is going to take the first stage here at Bristol. Obviously not going to make we're not going to be making moves early, and we're waiting until the end of stage 1 to find out, to see strategies and figure out how to get around this track. But JP Lautaro is going to be the stage winner, and he is going to earn another playoff point. Already has 5, I believe, from winning at Daytona earlier this season. So looks to add another win here this year at Bristol. So stage 2 is next. Welcome back to Bristol, and JP Lautaro is in the back of the pack. So are the other leaders. They might have pitted under the caution, and I'm not sure what happened. I think they had a real bad pit stop or something, but Lautaro and Rain are in the back. They're going to start at the back on this restart. Not sure if they pitted and the other stayed or whatever, but they're going to be in the back, so just a thought. And now the lead is going to go to Samet Oskan. The 11 car is going to be your leader, and his teammate's going to be behind him in second, Giovanni Castillo. So we're about to get the green flag racing, and we're going to race into lap 70. That'll be the end of stage 2 for a big dash, a big 50-lap dash to the finish after that. But here we go, pace car to pit road. About to get back to green at Bristol, and here we go, we're back to racing. By the way, there'll only be single file restarts at short tracks like Bristol and Martinsville because there just isn't going to be enough time for cars to line up for double fall restarts like other tracks, and it makes a complete mess. So we're just doing single fall restarts for short tracks. Ocon gets a good jump. Look at all those drivers trying to jump up to many positions. 99 is also trying to get on top into the top 10. Others are staying put for now. 12 car into the pits. Oh man, close call there with contact. 12 car just had to go to the pits. Now they're in front of a lap car in the one of Rich Roy. Roy, we saw earlier, getting involved in one of the wrecks in the first stage, and now he's going to be in the pits back and forth, and it looks like his day is pretty much ruined. And Chris Leon was the one into the pits, and he's going to have to go back and forth in and out too. He might have gone wreck earlier as well, or it might have been a problem. But Clint Buchanan is going for the lead on Sam and Ocon. The 3 is going to go for the top spot. Buchanan goes to the bottom. Ocon is still fighting on the outside lane. We know what he can do. We know that Ocon is a former champion. Buchanan, in his very first season in the series, would this be a huge upset? This would be a big upset if the 3 car can get ahead of the 11 and hang on for the win. Oh, that 1 car is going to be trouble. Oh man, that 1 car is going to be real trouble. Going in and out of pit road, that's going to cause some problems while merging onto the track. I can imagine how many problems it will cause for these cars going back and forth into the pits. Almost 3 wide here, battling with Gene Chavez in the 10 of Harukin. Chavez goes to the bottom. No, he's in the middle now. Oh no, Harukin went up in the wall. Harukin just couldn't find a way around. He went up into the wall, and still some tight racing in the middle pack. Oh man, a lot of beating and banging in the middle pack, and we're going to have to keep our eyes on that. 12 car just came off the pits again, almost into the leaders. Oh man, right into the leader in the 11 car, trying to make a move. He couldn't clear it. He had to back off because the 12 was in the way. 12 got out of pit road right into the leaders, and he had to back off and just to avoid wrecking him. Oh man, that 12 car is going to be a pain for these leaders, and the 1 as well. And yeah, I mean, they're trying everything they can to score as many points as possible, because 3 non-winners will be in on points. So they're trying to score as many points as they can if they can't win this season. Now Castillo is going to get by his teammate for second. He's going to go for the lead. Well, the 19 clear the 3. 3 gets a run on the outside. 11's trying to draft a little bit. Didn't even know there was a little room for drafting at this track. Trying to give him a little nudge on the outside. Maybe try to make something happen. But the 19 is going to clear the 3. Oh no, not yet though. Oh, not yet. Buchanan still's fighting on the outside. 38 car down to the bottom, of the 19 still fighting inside for the lead. They're going to go on for a while unless the 19 can clear the 3. I'm sure the 1 car will wait this time and not be involved with the leaders, unlike the 12, but the 19 clears him. 19 is cleared. Nick Salmon is going on the bottom of the battle for position on the 43. And Salmon is just going to get by James Richardson and nearly gets right into the 21. Could have been disaster. LG tried to block the 38. That could have been a lot worse. Wow, close call there. Nick Salmon did low, and he clears 21. It was very close there. That was real close between those 2 drivers. 51. Oh no, he's going to get turned. 34 is going to spin. 34 and 51 spin. Trying to make a pass in the middle. Oh man, we knew something like that was gonna happen at some point again. 21 got real close to one of the other another driver. 34 can't even get onto his stall. Oh, Matt Gomes, just a terrible day all around for the 34. Gets right into the 51, and we'll take another look at that in a moment. And Gomes couldn't get into his stall. He has to go around again. So we'll take a look at what brought out this caution here on lap 57. Alright, this is what brought out the caution as the 34 was trying to get by the 5, but gets really loose trying to pass him. And Nilsson Herrera just goes right down and just takes out the 35. And the 5 also went down, was forced below the apron. And I'm not sure if the 5 got into another car there. Ooh, I think the 5 did get into another car. And that caused a pileup. Yeah, but 5 car just got into another car and got into the 77, and now there's a pileup. And yeah, we knew something like that was gonna happen. Lautaro nearly got turned on the lap before, but now it got too close, and we had, and just like that, another pileup happened. And a couple cars were stuck there, and that's what brought out the caution for the second time, brought on by a wreck. And the 34 Matt Gomes tried to get into pit road, but he could not. It was getting pushed out by the 6 for 17 for some reason. Not sure what was going on there on pit road, but I don't know if he got pushed out or he just couldn't steer his way onto pit road, but that was an issue for Matt Gomes. Oh man, a tough night for the 34 and 51 also as well, and the others that were involved in the last wreck. But we're going to get back to green flag racing soon here at Bristol. Alright, back to green flag racing. I apologize. I accidentally skipped over a couple green flag laps while trying to get out of the caution period. But the 7 car is in the lead and they took pit stops again. Francis retakes the lead. Rain is back in second, so the leaders that were early in front are back in contention. Priya McShane third, and JP Lautaro now in fourth. And fifth place is Ronalmar Vila and Igor Barreto just went into sixth place. There's Chris Leone, by the way, not a factor. He's a lap car, and another car is lapped, and I believe that's, I think, the 45. 45 is the one that went onto pit road. Oh, what might have been damaged from the caution we had in the last period. Tara was the stage 1 winner, by the way. He's now running in 4th position. Just 6 laps to go in stage number 2. Priya was trying to find a way around the 48. Still trying to bump and run maybe. Maybe trying to pull a bump and run to get by that 48 car. 48 still stays steady there. And Colin France is able to get a comfortable lead for now, but he knows that the stage will end in just a few laps, so gonna have to work his way up. 47 just got by the 11. The 12 car, as I mentioned, is a lapped car, so not a factor to win this race. 9 car goes down low, and the 8 car on the outside. Look at that 9 car getting a run, trying to get to 31. 2 laps left in stage number 2, however. That 9 car is trying to narrow down to the lead, but he'll have to wait until after the stage ends to make a move. As we see on the final lap of stage 2, Allison Rain and Priya McShane are going to battle for second place. Rain holding on the outside, but it's going to be Colin Francis, though, that's going to win stage 2 here at Bristol. 7 car takes the stage 2 win, and Priya McShane just got by Allison Rain on that last lap in stage 2 to hold off the 48. So there's our stage 2 break, and now we're about to begin our final run of 50 laps to the finish. Alright, we're going to be kicking off stage number 3, the final stage, with 50 laps to go. 1, 12, and 45 are down many laps, but nobody is out of the race yet, as we're going back to green flag racing at Bristol. The 19 goes down low, gets a big run. Castillo gets by Barreto. 2 cars now in second. Priya McShane trying to find a way around Cullen Francis. Oh no, 6 nearly loose again. He got into a wreck earlier today and he almost got himself to another one. Nearly turned again. Oh, 1 car off pit road and now going to be in the middle pack again. Right into the 2. 14 into the pits as well. 1 is going to get out of the way and thankfully doesn't get into any of the other cars. But that would have been, again, that could have been a disaster if he got right into the leaders. Francis is in front. And Priya McShane right now in second place. By the way, these 2 teams have won a race already between Penske and the Spire team. Spire won at Atlanta with Stewie Moore, and Penske, they won with JP Lataro in Daytona. And Lataro is actually running third. Lataro could be the first driver to win twice in season 47. He's got a lot of ground to make up though, but it's still possible. And we've seen what he could do. We've seen what the 22, we see what Lataro himself can do even with a different team. But now he's getting challenged by the 19 Giovanni Castillo. Getting challenged by the 19 car. Gets by him. 19 goes to third. Ooh, 48 nearly loose. But the 3 gets by the 48. Oh man. Allison Rain dropping back on the outside lane. And now struggling to stay afloat now. 48 goes up above. And losing more positions. That 48 just struggling now. He's running inside the top 5. In fact, competing with the leaders, but now dropping back. And now she's going to try to get back on the bottom, try to make it stick again. Here comes Castillo in the second, and Priya McShane puts a big block on the 19. Buchanan trying to get around, and now he's nearly hit by the 47, Daniel Voiles. And now Voiles is in the top 5. Voiles is in 4th. And my goodness, he's come to life in these final handful of laps. And now Voiles is 4th. France is leading the race. McShane and Castillo running inside the top 3. 43 is going to try to make a move. That's James Richardson. So we see veterans all making a move here inside the top 5. Another move by Richardson. He might get 2 positions on 1 lap. And now the battle of the champions. The former champions between Cullen Francis and James Richardson. 2 former champions battling side by side. 3 wide behind. Edith Cardoza trying to get into the mix. All these drivers out of nowhere getting into the mix for the lead. But it's the battle of the 2 champions. Former champions James Richardson and Cullen Francis. Richardson gets by. Here comes Cardoza into second place. 15 is... A lot of these cars are now making moves now. And now Cardoza takes second. Big run on the bottom of the 15. Rain nearly loose again. And on the outside, nearly spun again. Now 1-2 with teammates. Skylar Taylor joins in. And the teammates battle 1-2. Skylar trying to get by his teammate. Won't be easy as this teammate has won 2 championships in his name. Oh, nearly loose again. 38, Nick Salmon. Into 30 goes. Daniel Voiles to 4th. This is just so dramatic and racing right now here at Bristol. And Skylar trying to clear the 43, his teammate. Scarlett trying to clear the 43. Not yet cleared. Still battling. On the inside goes the 42. Nick Salmon to third. Daniel Voles in top 5 now. And 42 clears. Voiles to third now. Voiles moves up to third. Francis dropping back as well. He's on the outside lane. Voiles gives him a bump and run. Voiles giving him the bump and run treatment now. Trying to get into the lead. Oh, another bump and run. With 26 to go in the race. They have a lap car in front. That's Chris Leone. Is Chris Leone going to stay out and cause problems for our leaders? And Quinton Moore's another lap car they have to worry about. Voiles goes to the low side. Can Voiles hang on? Oh, 15 loose. 47 clears a 42. Can he get by the 12 car as a lap car? See if he goes down low. He's going to go on the low side. And he clears the 12. He gets by the lap car. Gets him out of the way because clear and air ahead of him. Edith Cardozo, what a move she made. Going to pass the 12. She's now moving to second. Still a big race, a big battle here at Bristol. With 22 laps to go. Cardozo is now clear to 12 and now closing in on the 47. And how about Richardson and Salmon? They got by the 12. Oh boy, Clint Buchanan looks to sneak his way in. He's getting loose. They might have had contact there, and he had to back off. Had to back off there to avoid spinning. On lap car, that could have been a problem. Third place is Nick Salmon. Second place is now either Cardozo. Salmon's going to try to bump out Cardozo to get to second. Voiles pulling away a little bit for now. He's got another lap car. He might have to deal with the one Rich Roy, but I think he'll be coming to the pits before they get to the leaders. So he's going to be on pitting before the leaders reach him. Not going to be a problem. Salmon second place. Voiles in the lead. And still very tight. Oh man, still very tight now. Really, really tight. 47, 38 ballot out side by side. Salmon going for the lead. He's going to try to clear the 47. And now Salmon trying to clear Voiles, and he gets to clear him. And Nick Salmon is in the lead. Has not competed in a very long time in this series. Looks to get back to winning and maybe make the playoffs again. One car in the way of the 47, but he'll pit again. He'll get out of the way of the leaders again. He's really right now into the leaders, and yeah, he knew better not to interfere with their battle for the lead. 13 laps to go here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Nick Salmon and Daniel Voiles going to battle for the race win. Both have not won in a while, and Nick Salmon's been a very long time since he last won a race here. Sorry, my phone went off, but it was a long time since Nick Salmon competed here in this series. 11 laps to go. Nick Salmon's last win, by the way, came in season 36 at Pocono. And he won here at this very track in that very same season. It's been like 12 seasons, I believe, since he had last been to victory lane. This would be huge if he were to win here today and hang on. Daniel Voiles was winless last year, but he did win, I believe, he won 4 races in season 44. He hasn't won since then. He's looking to get back to winning here today. He's got to get by the 38 though in 8 laps. Things have gone a little calmer now, but you never know. A caution could come out. Might be a caution that could send this race to overtime. We had an overtime finish in the final laps of a caution. Yeah, just before they took the white, they had the caution flag at Phoenix, and that brought in overtime. And who knows what's going to happen in overtime. Again, restarts are single file no matter what here in short tracks, but still you never know what can happen. 6 to go at Bristol. Now it'll be 5 to go at Bristol. And Sam has done pretty well trying to hang on. Vols is going to have to try to find a way to get closer to the 38. Took the lead early. He took the lead late in the race, and Sam has been able to hang on. 4 laps to go. He's just 4 laps away from the win, and he's staying put with the lead over Daniel Voiles. Has done very well so far in his comeback in this series, and he would love nothing more than to make the playoffs. But again, only 12 of the highest winners in points will make it to the playoffs this season. Coming to 2 laps to go here for Nick Salmon. He's got to hope that a caution doesn't come out at this point. But he's holding on to the lead very well. Clint Buchanan going in for a top 5 finish again. But the white flag is about to wave for Nick Salmon. One more lap around. A caution has just come out again. Are you kidding me? On the last lap again? A caution just came out. This is just like what happened at Phoenix in the last race. A caution has come out before they cross the start-finish line. And it looks like the caution came out before they crossed the start-finish line. Unbelievable. Now let's take a look what brought out this caution. And now Priya got into the wall, and that's what caused chaos as the 4 got into the 17. And now the 17 spins, gets right up into the wall, and takes out the pack here in turn number 1. And that's a big pile up there. That's what brought out the caution on the almost the last moment. It's incredible. I mean, this is the second time this season that we had a caution occur with 2 laps to go. And but this time, like I said, it's only going to be a single file restart in overtime, unlike the other tracks and the bigger tracks, the wider tracks. But we're going to have only a single file restart in overtime. We can have many attempts until we get a green flag finish. Here we go, overtime at Bristol, and I did say we were not going to have a double file restart, but we actually are going to have one for overtime because I had to start a new race over, but we're still going to run 2 laps only to determine a winner here at Bristol, unless if a caution comes out on lap number 1. Anyway, green flag waves, overtime here at Bristol. 38 off to a wonderful start. Cardoza in second, jumps up. The white flag, next time by. Cardoza gets a run. Nick Salmon trying to block. White flag in the air. Here comes Cardoza. Does she have one more chance? Salmon's trying to put a block on the final corner. Just 2 turns left. Nick Salmon gonna hang on. The 38 car is gonna win at Bristol in overtime. Nick Salmon wins it, hangs on over hard charging 15 on the last lap of overtime to take the win. Alrighty guys, your final results from Bristol, a wall race that came down to overtime. Nick Salmon hangs on to win. 8th Cardoza, it looked like she was going to try to make a move on that final lap, but just ran out of time. And Nick Salmon, though, was able to hang on for the race win. You may have noticed a couple cars are a lap down. It happens sometimes here at a short track like this. I don't know why it does that, with the top 10 being only lap, the others a lap down, even though we ran only overtime 2 laps. But it just sometimes it happens that way. I don't know why that's the case, but the points will score as they are in the current points. So it doesn't really affect it other than some positions being changed, because those were the multiple laps down. Everybody got their laps back, and everybody got back on the lead lap for overtime. Since I had to start anew in order to make it work, because the second race in a row that, the caution came out before the white flag was thrown a turn away. So yeah, I had to do that again. Anyway, your final results from Bristol, and here's the rest of the field. And every car got to finish the race because had to restart again because overtime. So a lot of spots were changed, like especially in the back as well, though. But you get the idea. Anyway, you get the point. But anyway, Bristol is done here, and we will see you guys next weekend. We'll be in Mexico City. We're going to go into road course racing for the first time this year at the Mexico City racetrack and Dromo Hermanos Rodriguez. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and our first race overseas this season. So you do not want to miss that race in Mexico City. And anyway, until next time, we will see you later.